What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Lightwork for short. And today I'm bringing y'all the defensive X Factor abilities and superstar abilities. We're going to talk about the specialist abilities, talking about the kickers and punters, and then we're going to talk about the abilities that no one has, man. Y'all going to be surprised. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Also hit that bell icon so you know when my videos do drop. So let's jump in. I don't want to be here. I want to go home. Man, show the defense. Okay, so we got two new defensive X factors, okay? Avalanche and Blitz. Avalanche. There are tacklers and then there are these guys. When they enter the zone, any successful hit stick made while running towards the line of scrimmage will result in a fumble. Bobby Wag, Jamal Adams. I'm not running near them. Blitz. Effective D-line captains aren't just examples to follow, they are motivators. When they enter the zone, all opposing blockers have their resistant bars wiped out. Aaron Donald has this ability. Let me tell y'all something. If I play the Seahawks or if I play the Jets and they enter this zone, I am not running nowhere near them. I am quitting out the game because I've refused to make me look bad. It's not going to happen. If he hit stick me, we are fighting to the death. I don't care if I lose. Guess what? I'm going to come back and fight him again. Blitz is pretty cool because, you know, when your captain is the motivator, your defensive captain is the motivator and he's pushing y'all, it makes what the other team doing non-existent at all. I'm just saying it's non-existent. And that's what he's doing to the blocking bars or the resistant bars or whatever you want to call them. So, I'm staying away from Bobby Wag, point blank, period. Okay, so the last X factor on defense is bottleneck. Bottleneck defenders realize that the best way to stop a route is to act early. When they enter the zone, they are highly likely to dominantly win any man press encounter. Jalen Ramsey. Now, I do feel like Jalen is the best cornerback in the league other than Stephon Gilmore. I think he's the second best to me. He is a true shutdown corner, bar none. Him and Gilmore are true shutdown corners. And I think they both deserve this ability, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so the next two abilities is Tip Drill and Unfakeable, okay? Tip drill is basically what it says, tip drill. You can catch balls off the tip, okay? Fitzpatrick has that ability. Now, Unfakeable is pretty cool, and I think it may become a problem in the game. Defenders with this ability are rarely faked out by ball carrier moves and cannot be faked out when user controlled. All right, Derwin James and McCourty. Now, the reason why I say that may become a problem is because even if you're using these guys, you still will not get faked out. And I think that's a major win. They should probably have secure tackler as well, but I digress. We know how EA do. Not going to give people too many abilities, but on to the next one. All right, so out of my way. Players with this ability have dominant impact block wins against wide receivers, halfbacks, and tight ends. Zadarius Smith and Bobby Wag. Mr. Big Stop. Defenders with this ability will start third or fourth down with at least half of their maximum pass rush points. Wow. This pass rush stuff is getting out of hand, and if you send a wide receiver or a tight end or a running back at that man Bobby Wags, it is GG's. It is good night. It is stop playing with me, young man. Next up, Speedster. Defenders with this ability will ignore one bar of the blocker's resistance when attempting speed pass rush moves. Nick Bosa, Danielle Hunter. His name is Danielle. That's weird. Strip specialist. He can strip the ball. Okay. Khalil Mack, Myles Garrett, Shaquille Barrett, Chandler Jones, TJ Watt. Now, a lot of DNs should have this animation or this ability, but they don't. Obviously, these guys led the league in forced fumbles on the QB. Okay, the QB and the I think they just led the league in forced fumbles, to be honest. Not only just QBs, but That's pretty good look, man. That's a pretty good look. Everybody ain't stripping the ball. Okay, Ripper. Defenders with this ability will ignore one bar of blocker resistance when attempting rip pass rush move. Geno Atkins has this. BOGO. Defenders with this ability are granted a free pass rush move once per play after spending a pass rush point. Shaquille Barrett and Josh Allen. Now, I really would like to see how this point system or this bar system works with these pass rush moves and everything going on. So keep an eye on that when you're playing the game, because the way it's looking, it seems like they're just going to pop up on the screen. And I don't want that to be a distraction when you're playing the game. But, you know, we'll see once we get the full game and everything like that. But I'm really curious to see how this bar system thing works. Okay, next up, unpredictable. Defenders with this ability are less likely to increase their blocks resistant bars when performing shed wins. Cameron Hayward has this. Reach Elite. Defenders with this ability can reach out and engage blockers to tackle or sack nearby ball carriers. Geno Atkins, Chandler Jones, and Ryan Kerrigan have this ability. Now, the only problem with Reach Elite is how close do you have to be to them for them to actually reach out and get the tackle, okay? That may become a problem later on in Madden. They may have to retune that, buff that, however you want to call it. They may have to work on that, because you don't want to be running near that guy and he kind of reaches out, kind of like a glitch or if y'all remember, kind of like the warp tackle. Okay, I don't want that to happen, but it is EA, so we gotta take the bitter with the sweet. But I hope that does not become a problem. Next ability up, instant rebate. Defenders with this ability are refunded a pass rush point when they successfully shed blocks. Kenny Clark, Cameron Jordan. Under pressure, defenders with this ability can apply pressure to the quarterback from a greater distance. Chris Jones, DeForest Buckner, DeMarcus Lawrence, Fletcher Cox, Aaron Donald. Man, let me tell you something. That's going to be a problem. I see that already, because Aaron Donald, Fletcher Cox, Chris Jones, they're already souped up. And for them to cause inaccurate passing or whatever from a far distance, a greater distance than normal, come on, man. Like, yeah, I get that y'all wanted to do something new, but this is going to be a problem. Trust me, especially when you're playing with a lower overall team compared to, the Chiefs or something like that. You need every break you can get. And with Chris Jones beating his block shedding the block and still at the line of scrimmage, and you get a pass inaccurate, and you're 10 yards away from him, it's going to be a problem, man. But, we got to see how all these play out. But I'm starting to see why they upgraded the animation for QBs throwing the ball, because the D-line is out of this world crazy. All right, Swim Club. Defenders with this ability will ignore one bar of blocker resistance when attempting swim move or club pass rush moves. Joey Bosa, DeMarcus Lawrence, Armstead, and J.J. Watt got this ability. Outmatch. Defenders with this ability high likely to win contested catches against running backs. Fred Warner has this. Tackling Supreme means you're a great tackler. Bobby Wags has that ability, which I do not doubt will be overpowered, because he probably will tackle anything and everything because he's a 99 overall. Let's move on. Last but not least, no outsiders. Defenders with this ability use faster run shed moves for better chance of shedding blocks against outside zone plays. Khalil Mack, Von Miller, Joey Bosa, Aaron Donald, Cameron Jordan, TJ Watt have this ability. Extra credit is granted additional maximum pass rush move point. Nick Bosa, Danielle Hunter. Man, bruh, the defensive line has so many abilities, man. Like, I just realized that I understand why the offense is has so many abilities to counter the abilities of the defense. Bro, this is out of hand, man. I get that you want players to play differently, play like themselves and different things like that. But come on, EA. I just read like 1,000 abilities and I ain't even done yet. Okay, I really don't know much about kicking, but focus kicker. Kickers with this ability experience a slower kicking meter for better power and accuracy. Josh Lambo and Johnny Hecker. And then clutch kicker is basically they're not affected. They can't be iced out. Justin Tuck has this. Okay, now I could have read his ability, but it was no point because we all know how good Justin Tuck is. So let's move on to the abilities that no player has right now. All right, high-low Deadeye. Accurate passers know that the ball placement is different between a touchdown and a turnover. When they're entering the zone, all high and low passes are thrown with perfect accuracy. Okay, this is our X Factor abilities, okay? Running gun. Passers use a combination of mobility and aggressiveness to make big plays. When they enter the zone, they have a perfect accuracy while throwing on the run. Brick wall. While in the pocket, passers with this ability almost guaranteed to break the first sack attempt against a blitzing defender. Omaha elite quarterbacks are molded by endless hours of film study. When they enter the zone, they have the full vision of the secondary's defensive coverage before the snap. Now, if you don't know what Omaha is, Omaha used to be in the game with Peyton Manning. Once he got into a zone, he was able to see the defensive backs coverage in zones and everything, which was just like film study for Earl Thomas. If you ran the ball or you ran the same play over and over, he was able to see the play in the hot routes. So those are just some of the abilities that's not taken up by any player just yet, but we got more. Okay, I'm not gonna read these, but the two I want to touch on is Vanguard and Selfless. Okay, so Vanguard, the reason why running backs thank their blocks in the post-game interview: when they enter the zone, they nearly guarantee dominant impact block wins. Okay, now I think that's an O-line ability, X Factor ability, so I'm glad they didn't put that in or give it to anybody, because that can truly become a problem in a game where there's basically no block sheds or anything like that. Selfless. When selfless players are making plays, their teammates are motivated to perform better. When they enter the zone, all their field teammates enter the zone as well. That's going to be a mutt type of ability. There's no way they could put that in regs, because teams like the Chiefs and the 49ers and stuff like that will be too OP and nobody will play regs anymore. So I just wanted to touch on those two because they seem to be more mutt-like abilities. Last but not least, the superstar ability that no player currently has. Homer. Players with this ability can easily enter the zone at home. Protected. Passers with this ability receive better pass blocking from their offensive line. Human joystick, which basically won the Madden championship. Shoutouts to Joke. Ball carriers with this ability can quickly shift momentum, change direction, and turn the corner without sacrificing speed. Guys, that is all the abilities and X factors in Madden 21. Excuse me. In Madden 21. Yo. That is so many abilities. When they said there's 50 new abilities, they really mean it, man. And I can't read another thing, man. My head hurt. My eyes hurt. I do this for y'all, man. I do this for y'all. Period, man. I do this for y'all, yo. Straight up. But, man, that's the end to this video. Man, I just appreciate y'all, man, for all the love and support. Smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe for more updates on Madden 21. If I get any news about anything else, the yard, anything like that, I will drop a video on it. Or I may live stream the information. Whatever comes first to my mind, I will do. But shout outs to y'all. I love y'all. Your boy is out. I got to go to sleep. Peace.